Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to our bi-weekly Harbor community meeting. This is an official CNCF community meeting, so please behave and be nice to each other. Today on the agenda, we have nothing yet, so I hope that
yeah, would you please refresh this page?
All right. Right, here we are. So today on the agenda, we have the release status regarding 2.5.2 and 2.6. And we have a demo regarding the audit log rotation. So, Jolene, would you like to take and present the upcoming releases?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, recently the team is working on one patch release 2.2.2, which will include some security issue fixing and bump up some third-party component to fix some CVEs. Also, we have a few important issue fixing in this release. We will target to release this patch release by end of this week. And the RC one actually was released today. So that is for the patch release. Regarding the 2.6 release, previously it is planned to FC this release at the earlier of July. So we are very close to reach this in FC stage. And actually most of the major feature, the development work for these major features are complete. We're currently focused on some testing and a few other small features development tasks. So, but because in the last week and this week, the team have spent many efforts in 2.5.2 patch release. So we probably will delay a few days, I mean, for the FC for 2.6 release. Yeah, so that's the overall status for these two release.
Do you have a time frame when 2.6 will be available? Plus, you know,
yeah, the original schedule for 2.6 is planned to release that by end of July. Yeah, that is the original plan. So given the current status, I think we can check the latest in the next round of the community meeting. So that will be more accurate, I think.
Okay, so you think it will be maybe August?
Yeah, like probably, maybe, but we try to, I mean, to release this 2.6 release in July as the original plan.
So the current plan is can we say just August, and then we'll see if it's beginning or end of August in the next community meeting?
I think probably a few days delay compared with the original plan. So probably we can catch up this original schedule by end of July. But if not, we will delay a few days, maybe 1 week. So it will be in the first week of August, right?
All right. Good. Thank you very much for the update on the release. Anything else, or should we go to the next agenda topic?
Yeah, I think my update is that. So maybe we can shift to Daojun to do the demo.
Yes, Daojun.
Yes. Can I share my screen?
Yeah. Yeah, here you go. Okay, so you will present now the audit log rotation that was scheduled for planned for 2.6.
Yeah. Let me introduce the log rotate feature. The feature is, as we know, the audio log will log image push, pull, and delete operations. For high concurrent environment, it will log huge amount of audio log in the database and consume a huge amount of disk space. In order to save the disk space, the administrators have to manually delete the record periodically. For example, in the current testing environment, there are a lot of audio log here. And in Harbor 2.6, we introduced a new feature, audio log purge. It will help to create the job service to schedule to purge the audio log. Let's check it in the UI. There is a cleanup section, and the previous garbage collection section was replaced with a cleanup section. In this section, there are two sub items. One is the garbage collection. It was as it was, and there is another is the log rotation. The log rotation will include the configuration and the schedule of the purge audio log settings. By default, it will delete all operations, include create, delete, and pull images. And we can specify how long we will retain the previous audio log. If we select if we select the 7 days, we will purge the audio log. We'll keep the audio log in 1 week. For example, in the current audio log, most of the audio log are created in June 9. So if we select the cleanup configuration with 7 days, then it will clean up all the audio log. Before we clean up, we can try to dry run. Yeah, when we dry run, we can check the logs. It will delete almost 500,000 of rows of audio log. Actually, the dry run just estimate how many records it will be removed. And we can run it manually by purge now. Yeah, we can click this button. And there is yeah, it is already complete. And we can check the logs. Yeah, it actually will delete all the logs in audio log table. And we can check it in audio log table. Yeah, all logs are removed. Besides the purge audio log purge feature, we have a configuration to forward the audio log to another log endpoint. For example, we can forward it to another syslog service. this configuration is located in the configuration system settings, and we can check the audio log. We can input audio log forward endpoint. Yeah, this is the default value. Previous the input value. Yeah, when we forward the audio log, we can save it, and then when we delete an operation or push an image or delete an image, it will log an audio log event. Right. For example, we try to delete a repo. The first repo, it contains 10 artifacts. Yeah, and we can see that there are several audio log created because it contains 10 artifacts and one repo. Yeah, and then because we have already forwarded the previous audio log to the to this VM, and we can check it in this VM. This is located in a test 8, so we can tell the audio log. Yeah, there is audio log created, the deleter, and the resource is a project 001 and a repository 001. After we configure the audio log forward and endpoint, then we could skip to log this database. We can check these options. When this option is enabled, the audio log is no longer logged in the database. Let's take a look. We can delete another repo. We delete the 002 and select one of the repo. It should create a set of event in audio log. And we check the logs, and we found that there is no audio log in there is no new audio log created. You can refresh it, only 11 items. But we can check it in remote syslog and syslog. We can, yeah, in the audio log of the remote syslog, we can get this event, the project 002, right? This artifact was removed, and it was logged in the audio log. This option is the skip audio log database option is only available when you have already configured the audio log forward endpoint. If you did not configure the audio log forward endpoint, this option is not available. This is the feature for purging and forwarding audio log. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, this looks very good. I do have a question. So the forwarding endpoint. So you're sending the data to the forwarding endpoint. My question is, what is the format you're sending the data, And yes, what is the format and how can the other side receive this this data? So is it how to implement the receiver side?
I think standard syslog can receive this event. Yeah, this is the format of the audio log. It will log the action and the resource, and the user operator is the user and the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what is the format of the message? Is it a syslog only?
Yeah, it's a syslog.
Okay, so there is no other format, just syslog.
Yeah.
So you can only forward it to a syslog server, not to an HTTP endpoint or something like this.
Yeah, it's a syslog server, not a HTTP.
Okay, okay. Is it somewhere documented? Because this was not clear that it's syslog forwarding. No, there is
Yeah,
not.
we are going to add a document in GoHarbor.io.
Okay, because in the text in the UI you don't see it. Also, if you click on the UI on the admin console of Harbor, there's just audit log forward endpoint, and also in the info. In the info, there is also no on the configuration for the log forwarder.
Ah, yeah.
So if you click on the info here, on the info icon.
Yeah.
Okay, there now it sees okay
Yeah.
to the syslog endpoint. All right, so
Yeah.
this is okay.
Yeah.
That's correct. Perfect. It's good. It's clear now.
If you are installed with the compose, then it will you can forward it to the local syslog event endpoint. The local syslog endpoint is 105.14. Right?
But I have one more question: can the endpoint be an HTTPS URL? Because I would want to forward this to, let's say, some centralized log aggregators, like we have Logly, or even VMware's login site. So is it possible to provide a URL so that I can use that to invoke the REST APIs in the forwarder?
As far as I know, the log inside also support this syslog forward endpoint. And
okay.
after
Okay.
you forward it to log inside, then you can query in the UI of the log inside.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So that's all for login site. And what about if I want to send it across to a cloud subscription of, let's say, Logly or something which is more like an HTTP based endpoint? I mean, asking if can we consider like implementing that as an enhancement if it is not available right now?
So far, it is not supported to forward it to a HTTP endpoint.
Got it. But we could always implement a forwarder, right? That could that can conform to your interface, and that can conform to the interfaces that you have developed, and we could use that to push to a HTTP log aggregator, right? HTTP based log aggregator.
Yeah, I think we may involve some code change.
Okay, fine, got it. Thanks.
Regarding the question, so if we, let's say, what Prahlad suggested is, if you want to implement something, another endpoint, except of syslog, is there an interface already for create another implementation? Like you can, for example, select a schema, like this log forwarding schema. You write schema, for example, syslog, then / and then the IP address, and then you write, I don't know, another syslog endpoint, and then based on the schema, you can decide which where the logs are shipped to. Is there a kind of a standardized interface where this, or is there already interface in Harbor that we could maybe implement another endpoint easily or extend it? So that the complexity of extending supporting another endpoint or another syslog or forwarding endpoint.
I think the current syslog forwarding can support in many log analyzer tools such as Log Inside and ELK, right? Elasticsearch, Logstash, Kibana is.
For example, yeah. So how difficult would it be to add another one and another one? You know. So how do we have?
I think most of them already implemented the syslog service. If they can receive the syslog event, then they can receive the Harbor audio log event. This is keep the same format with the Harbor log. Currently, the Harbor log can be forwarded by Log Inside. So we just implemented the syslog forward endpoint.
Okay, understand. Yeah, of course. I mean, there's a lot of system support, syslog out of the box, receiving data in syslog format. Okay. Are there any other questions regarding log rotation and log forwarding? Okay, not. Then I have another topic as well. It's not, by me. It's Roger asked me to discuss this in the community, and this is regarding the deprecation policy inside the project Harbor. So as you remember, we had quite a few questions from people, especially regarding our Helm chart support, or the chart museum support that supports Helm charts versus OCI. And then the next topic would be probably a notary server. And Roger asked me that we should come up or within some sort of a deprecation standardization or deprecation policy we can implement and communicate so that and follow, of course, so that we can clearly communicate to the outside how we deprecate functionality within Harbor. Did you thought about this something similar already, or should we create a proposal how the deprecation policy could look like?
Yeah, I think Roger maybe already have a proposal. Did he share something with you?
No, well, he asked me just to bring this up in his community meeting today and see that if we can come up with something.
Yeah, I think maybe the best way to do this. Yeah, I think you make a very good point there, right? We have some features like Helm chart, and going forward the notary V1, right? Something like that. This feature, we are going to, plan to deprecate them. And actually, we have initiated some discussion in the GitHub, right? So, what is the gap is we actually do not have a project, do not have a deprecation process for the stable feature. So yeah, I think the better way maybe we need a proposal submit on the GitHub. So based on that, we can review and discuss and do some, I think the maintainer and the community can comment on that. So we can, I mean, to get that as an initial process to discuss going forward. So that's something I would suggest. If no proposal here, I think it is hard for people to discuss, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So we should come up with a deprecation policy and standard, and how we can communicate this deprecation policy to the outside as well.
Yeah.
I think we can, orientate ourselves on Kubernetes maybe, on Kubernetes or other CNCF projects.
Yeah, we can have something reference, but we may no need to exactly same as that project, right? Because each project maybe have some deep difference on the process. I think we can. I think the maintainer and the community can discuss to get a conclusion on a process that we think the maintainer and the community think that is appropriate for Project Harbor. I think that's the goal, right? We don't need to have something very similar as other projects. I think that's my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I think can you sync up with Roger later? I think if he should have some initial proposal, so we can work on submit a proposal on the GitHub, so people can yeah.
I will ask him if he has already something.
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to say, if folks had any ideas about this that comes to mind, we do have an issue about creating a deprecation policy. I just put the link in the chat. So if you have thoughts or anything that comes up, hopefully Roger is able to put together a proposal. I think this will be something that's really awesome to have for the community. So that's just wanted to say that we do have an issue too, if people had thoughts afterwards, and hopefully Roger can put together a proposal so we can continue talking about this.
Yeah, thank you, Abby.
This is great. Thank you very much. So we have already a topic for that. That's important. That's good. Yeah. So we can build upon that. Are there any other topics besides the deprecation that we should work on then? Topics that we should discuss today? I see there is nobody added something on the agenda today. Maybe we can. So if we have some time, maybe we can go over a bit on the community proposals that we had. I think we have also today here Prahalad. So maybe he's also. Am I right? You're also working on the on some of the community on some features for Harbor, right?
Right, right, Vadim. So I'm not been able to update the proposal because I was busy with something else. But just to give a quick background, I'm working on. So I worked on the system artifact manager, which was around storing non OCI compliant artifacts with a registry as the backing store. So that effort was complete, and I'm leveraging that to develop a complete CSV export functionality for scan data. So that's work in progress. I'm working closely with Wang for that, and it should get hopefully, like, I will be able to update the proposal as well as provide a demo in the next community meeting. It's all about like allowing the user to export all the scan data, the vulnerability data that has been obtained for the images. So yeah, that's about the update from me.
You're currently working on 2 topics, right? So you're currently working on the framework, for storing and managing system-generated known artifacts, and the second one is the CSV export, right?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, that's right, Vadim. And the system artifact manager thing is the first proposal related to storage of system artifacts. That's complete. I mean, the implementation has also been completed. There are a couple of bugs that were being ironed out, but it's more or less it's done, and it is now being leveraged as a foundational piece to develop the CSV export feature, which I'll provide an update and a demo in the next community meeting.
Yeah. So I think because there is already PR on that, right? So we should accept this one. So
yes.
What do you think, community? We should, because there is perhaps already created a PR, and I think it's clear that we gonna accept his PR once it meets the requirement. So so the system artifact manager, we see that it's currently worked on. So I would suggest that we accept this pull request and because otherwise, we will have the feature merged in the master, and the community is still not accepted here, huh?
Got it, Vadim. Okay.
Okay, so should we then? All right, I will accept this. And there is another topic that we should also take action on, and this is the move Daniel into emeritus, and we're still missing a few reviews from the community, from the maintainers. If you would give it a go immediately, then we can close this topic as well.
Hey, Vadim, I'm on my phone. Is it about the CSV export? That is what that requires my input?
No, your input is not required here. This is like the community approval topic for another proposal that we should approve.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prahadit, for the contribution in the. I think you have worked on several features in the past. Several hardware release. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, John.
Yeah. So while we're talking about the deprecation and policy features, I see that Roger did already made a proposal in the community. You see that like lifecycle feature, he already did made a proposal, and we should comment and discuss this one. So please,
yeah, that's good.
Please take a look at this one, and we should and comment on this topic. Yeah.
Can you paste the link to that in the chat?
Sure. Here we go. Here's the link to the chat. Please review and comment, and most importantly, then approve. And so this one as well. So let's move a bit of few topics because there are a lot of topics as well in the community that needs to be approved, because we've technically agreed on them. The only thing that is missing is like moving forward with them and approve them. Kind of technically approve them, but because theoretically approve them because technically we're already committed to this. Same as like with this code owners. This is also open for quite some time, and this is also more of a technical technical proposal from Orlin. We should also add this one and approve this one. Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. All right. Any other topics that you would like to discuss? Okay, then I would say if there is no other topics to discuss, please update your username in the attendance list of today. And thank you very much for attending. And I'll see you or everyone else in 2 weeks on the next community meeting, same time, same place. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.